very happy to have you here. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on YouTube. Let us know if you're watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on YouTube, so we can see that we have a live audience. This is a show where we share an online course that has given us some immense value, a book that has touched us, and a proverb that has resonated with us. So let's see who's here today. Please drop in your comments and see who's here. As I said, because last time we had a problem on LinkedIn, broadcasting on LinkedIn. If you have broadcasted, if you are watching us on LinkedIn, just let me know. George Ioannou says, good morning. Good morning, George. You're always first, my friend. And do share this episode so you get a chance to win the Stand Up, Stand Out online course, public speaking course. And it's very relevant to what we're talking about today. Good morning, Sergios, again from Facebook. Sergios and George from Facebook. Let's see some comments from LinkedIn, so I know we're broadcasting on LinkedIn. Fodi Kyriakos, London is here. Good morning. Looking forward to the session. Likewise, Fodi. I believe now you can see the comments. This is a new feature from Restream. So if I'm not mistaken, you can also see your own comments. Sodia Christou, Sodia, a faithful not only to our show, but to YouTube. She's always broadcasting from YouTube. Good morning, Michael. Have a great week ahead. Good morning, Christalla. Have a great week as well. Let's see. We're going to begin in just less than 10 seconds. Christy and Adrian, how you doing? Good morning from London. London is here. My wife always tells me, Michael, don't take too much time. Don't delay. Get going. So we start, guys. First of all, I need to announce our winner for the Stand Up, Stand Out online course. And you can get a chance to win it as well by sharing this episode. You can share it now, or you can share it during the recording that you will be watching later on. Our winner for the previous week, and you can get in touch with us, both Maria or myself, to claim it, is Mickey Fania. As you can see, congratulations, Mickey, for winning it. Good morning, Georgia. Good morning, Georgia, Stavro. And let's start first and foremost with our proverb of the week. Christian, it's not you, my friend, but maybe it's you next time. Our work is a presentation of our capabilities. This proverb, these words were spoken by Edward Gibbon. Edward Gibbon was a member of Parliament, UK Parliament, and a historian. And I'm sharing this proverb for two reasons. Maria, if I can ask you to remove the chat so we can concentrate on this. Thank you very much. Our work is a presentation of our capabilities. I'm sharing this because I believe in this. And I'm sharing this because I don't believe this is 100% true. I believe in it because whatever you share in your presentation is the work of your capabilities at that given time. But today, we're sharing this proverb so we can tell you that your capabilities are much more than what you believe they are. And the only thing you need is to tune into this particular course, this particular show. And in the next 5 minutes, we will have you up and running, improving you by at least 50%. Let's see how. First and foremost, I suggest you buy the book, The Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs. This is a great book that will help elevate your performance when giving a speech or a presentation, either internally in your company or externally. I will get back to this in just a little while because I want to give most of our attention today to the online course. It's a LinkedIn course titled Presenting to Senior Executives. It is a course written by Tatiana Kolovu, which I thought she was Bulgarian, but after I met her, after we spoke on the phone, I found out that she's Greek and we spoke in the Greek language. That was a big surprise for me. Presenting to senior executives is your chance, especially in bigger companies, not to be just a number or an unknown figure, but to make a name for yourself and to bring your name forth. So what is it that you need to know? First and foremost, executives value brevity. For those that might not know the word brevity, executives need you to be concise. Why? Because their time is very important. Their time is precious. So they want you to be compact and capture their attention in the first few seconds. As the great Mark Twain once said, I would have written a shorter letter, but I didn't have the time. So in order to be compact, in order to write something short and concise, it takes talent, it takes wit, and it takes effort, conscious effort, to make it short and sweet. So what are the tips that we learned from this one? First and foremost, just like we see in Shark Tank or Dragon's Den, if you're watching it in London, in England, or in Canada, all the personalities that are there want the people who are presenting to be concise, to pivot quickly to the facts and the statistics. Numbers matter. And business people, C-level executives, entrepreneurs who are going to invest their money want to know, what are the numbers? What are the statistics? What does this mean for our organization? What does this mean for me in particular? Executives want to be informed, and the core of your message should be based on logic. And one of the things that you should know is you need to do your homework. You need to know the language that your audience is speaking. For example, let's say that a company wants to invest in Ukraine. They want to go there and either transfer their factory or open up another office in Ukraine. They want to know, first and foremost, they might ask you, what's the employer's cost? They want to know what is their cost. They might ask you about the immigration policies. From the moment I hire Maria, for example, how long will it take for Maria to sit behind her desk? Does she need a work permit or not? These things might not be in your presentations, but there are things that you have to think ahead and plan for it, because logic matters, numbers matter, statistics matter. And when you're talking to executives, be prepared to be interrupted. Executives will interrupt you. And when they interrupt you, you need not show that you're upset, but you need to build in rapport. And the best way to build rapport is to have a conversational tone. Stop what you're doing and start discussing. It's not a boxing match, because in boxing, someone tries to hit you and you swiftly need to hit back. In terms of business, they ask you something and you answer with a yes or a no, so you can move forward. No, it is dancing, not boxing. And in dancing, you need to move nicely with the way the other person is asking you. They ask you, you answer. So instead of only answering yes, there needs to be a work permit. And I've gone forth to bring here A, B, C, so you can see how long it will take them until they sit behind their desk. So it's not a boxing ring, it is a dancing floor. Reacting to distractions is also crucial. Very important is to change your intonation. If you're losing your audience, and if you're losing your audience attention, I've written 2 things that I learned also from Tatiana Kolobu. If we look at these key findings, so you can get their attention back onto your slides, or as you can see, the sales trends indicate, pinpoint to your slide and get them to return their attention back onto your slides. If you see a lot of executives discussing between themselves, if you see some arguments coming up, then you can pause and you can politely ask, should I proceed? Is this a good place to have a discussion? Not a good place, but a good place to have a discussion. Or shall I leave it? Shall we wait for a bit? So always be ready to be conversational. Be ready also to choreograph your presentation and to be ready to cut it in half. Their attention, as I said, executives' attention is limited. Sometimes we need to be prepared to cut our presentation to half. How will you do that? First and foremost, there are 3 ways you can do it. Number 1 is have a general summary slide. If you don't have the time, or if executives need to get out of the boardroom, or if something happens, or if they tell you have 5 minutes only, have an executive summary of the whole presentation, just in case you need to cut it short, so you can go over the main points and you can get your message across. You can develop a tagline. A tagline, according to Tatiana Kolobu, is very important. And since we talked about this important book, this very crucial book, on page 45, there are some taglines, some very well-known taglines for some of you. Let me tell you what Sergey Brin and Larry Page, the owners of Google, said to Sequoia Capital when they walked in and they had to lead in with only 10 words. And when they were talking about their platform, Google provides access to the world's information in one click. 10 precious words to get Sequoia Capital to invest in them, and they did. Some other taglines, some well-known taglines. Starbucks creates a third place between work and home. And Microsoft, we see a PC on every desk in every home. Last but not least, get ready to cut your presentation down to 10%. Some executives are so busy, things can change in a matter of seconds. Get ready to have your presentation cut down to 10%. A vivid example of that is when my team and myself go to post on Twitter, we have to change the whole message to fit into Twitter's characters. In the old days, there were 110 characters, and now they increased it. But still, it requires mental effort to take a 3-paragraph message that we post on LinkedIn to get it down to 2 sentences on Twitter. But it helps us become more attractive in certain cases and capture the attention of our audience. You should be able to do the exact same thing. Some other things that are important, I'm talking through experience now. Be prepared for technological glitches. A few examples. There are some times that technology will not do you any favors. So have ready, if you are presenting face-to-face, have ready some handouts to give to your participants. Some other times, and this is an experience that happened to me once, and I presented without any slides at University College London. I went there with my keynote, they had PowerPoint. The other time I went there with my keynote and my PowerPoint, which I highly suggest you should have on a USB stick, and the screen was 16:9. 16:9 means more extended screens. So now I go to UCL with PowerPoint, keynote, and a PowerPoint 16:9 and a keynote 16:9. So be ready for everything. I always move around. If you look, my bag is there with all my cables, because you never know when you need to connect your PC, your laptop, whatever, onto a different device that is not compatible with what they've given you. So I move around with cables as well. There are many, many other things, but I hope these few tips have helped you. Maria, can we bring on the discussion and the chat and see what our friends are saying? Or I can check it out through the chat. So, Robin Kiroshan says, great idea, good idea with the summary, made your day. I'm so happy it made your day. The ones who are sending messages now, they will appear on the stream there. You will see yourselves. Marco, good morning, Marco. Let's see what our other friends are saying. Jiwathan Kumarabali, sorry for the mispronunciation. Foti Kiriakos says the message is crystal clear. Preparation. Excellent, Kiriakos, and always prepare for the unforeseen. If you're presenting with slides and you do have time, go in there and use write things down, write your notes on an A4 paper just to have them ready. On a flip chart. There are sometimes I even write my notes on flip charts just in case. If you have time, Michael, and you think it is proper to send a power message in a call if some executives have no time, asking if it makes sense leaving an idea before they have to leave due to... Correct. Robin, that's a great idea. Post-meeting, you can do a summary of what you're going to cover. And after the meeting, you can thank the executives and also mention what you have covered. So I agree with you. If they don't have time, you can do that. But you need to intrigue them with your tagline. You need to intrigue them with your presentation cut to 10% or in half in order for you to get them to either invest or look at your idea favorably. A letter or an email can do the job, but not as well as you can do it in person. So, my dear friends, Just to tell you that I wish each and every one of you to have a productive week ahead. If for any reason you would like to have a chance to win our Stand Up, Stand Out online course, which is a public speaking course and presentation skills, it's valued at 197 euros, but we're giving it complimentary to one winner. Do share this episode if you're watching us live. And if you are watching this as a recording, still share it because you have 1 week to get into our draw and win it. Today's winner, as I said earlier, in order to get in touch with us, is Mickey Fania. And Mickey, just for you to know, just contact me so I can send you your gift. For all of you who want to be informed about our other shows, please go to YouTube and subscribe. It's youtube.com/Michael R. Virardi, and do subscribe, and you will be informed of any videos coming up, any shows coming up, and videos that we release that are not live. Thank you very much. Have a great week ahead, and talk to you very soon.